right, hi everybody. Last hinge. We're doing a Z hinge. This one isn't as popular, but it is a method of mounting objects to a board where you want to have support underneath completely. The other ones that we've done really have just support on the sides or just in the corners. So maybe you have an object that's cockled, and again, you want to make sure it's supported. This is something that you can use. Okay, so I have my dummy object. Again, it's just a little cutout, could be anything, just to show. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to roughly cut to demo. If you were really doing this, I would probably measure it out, make sure you like what you're doing. So I want a smaller piece of paper to work with. Okay, so in this case, what I will do, I want to roughly see how big this is, and then I'll use the weight just for reference sake. Okay, so I'm going to cut away from the object because I want to have 4 pieces to work with. You could also probably do diagonal corners as an alternate, but for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to use square corners. Okay, so essentially I have an idea of how big the object is. I can move it aside and work without it at this point. So this one, like all other hinges that we've done, the name of the hinge basically represents the shape of the fold that you're doing. Okay? So all I'm doing is creating a letter Z, or Z for our American friends. You're out there. Yeah, I know. I know, but I'm talking to people in TV land. I appreciate you guys, however. Okay. So, let's see what I'm doing. Hold up my half a tray. I'm basically creating the letter Z or Z. For those who care. Okay. So I'll pull this apart for now. And I'm going to do it on the other side. Again, I know how big my object is. So I'm just creating a little flap to hold it in place. And again, depending on how you were actually framing your object and how much you wanted this to show would depend how big your fold is going to be. Maybe you want to do something quite fine. I'm doing something more exaggerated for the sake of the demo. Okay, so I have my folds all done. So I did my sides, and then I'll put the other ones in. So here I have my object, and handling it oh so carefully. Okay, I think I have to slide this in. Okay, so put this in, and then these would go over top. Okay, so essentially what we've done is we've just sort of encased it, and it gives it more support on the bottom. You would have a support board underneath, of course, but again, it's just giving it that other layer of protection. So then when you put it on, just as we've done in the past, I won't trim this piece down. And I've gone back to just using Tyvek tape. Oops, pinched it away. Once you line up where it's going, then you would just apply a piece of tape to keep it in place. And again, because it's hopefully underneath, that you could cross over. And again, you would do all 4 sides, but I'm just demoing 2. So keep it in place.